Sniffles for Bear. Bear was ill, very ill. His eyes were red, his snout was red, his throat was sore and gruffly. In fact, Bear was quite sure no one has ever been as ill as he was. One morning, Bear heard a tap, 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 tapping on his front door.
"Come in,"
he rasped. Mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed, bustled into the bear's living room. Bear huddled in his chair, big and brown and sniffly-snouted. He had a terrible cold. "I am come," declared Mouse. "Soon you'll be as good as new." Bear frowned. Mouse was much too cheerful.
"I'm quite ill,"
Bear reminded him. "Indeed," said Mouse. "I have just the thing." Mouse riffled through his bag, then settled next to Bear with a yellow book in his paw. "It was spring," Mouse read. "The sky was blue, the sun was happy, all the birds were singing."
"Stop!"
growled Bear.
"I fear you do not appreciate the gravity of my situation.
Mouse looked sad, but his tail didn't.
In fact, I might not be long for this world."
Bear huffed. "Oh my," Mouse said.
"Yes,"
Bear murmured, coughing pitifully.
"I grow weaker by the moment."
"Oh, I have just the thing," Mouse announced. "I shall suit you with a song." "Oh, she'll be coming round the mountains when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountains when she comes. She'll be coming."
"Disgraceful!"
barked Bear. "Don't you like singing?" asked Mouse.
When somebody is dreadfully ill, you sing mournful songs. Everyone knows that,"
growled Bear. He blew his nose with a honk. "I have just the thing," Mouse said. He riffled through his bag. Bling, blong, bling, 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 bling. Mouse strummed hurriedly on a tiny banjo.
"That isn't mournful at all,"
cried Bear. "It gets sad later," Mouse promised. Twing, twang, twang, twing, twing.
"This is impossible, intolerable."
Bear started to roar, but he was too weak.
"Look,"
Bear wheezed.
"Look at my paw is trembling. You must help me to my bed."
And indeed, Mouse was most helpful. He tucked Bear in, then whisked out of the bedroom door. He returned balancing a big bowl of soup in his head. "Nettle soup," Mouse said. "I made it myself." Bear sipped cautiously. It was hot and tasted a bit like spinach and straw. Bear rather liked it. His eyes began to close.
"Better?"
inquired Mouse. Bear's eyes snapped open.
"Certainly not. I think I should make a will."
"Oh, I have just the thing," said Mouse, fetching a pen and a little notebook from his bag. He perched next to Bear, his pencil poised to write. Bear gazed thoughtfully at the ceiling.
"I, Bear,"
he said,
"leave my roller skates to..."
Bear paused. Mouse leaned forward eagerly.
"To Mouse,"
announced Bear. "Hooray!" said Mouse. "I'm gonna go in the bear's roller skates and I'm gonna have so much fun." Bear frowned.
"You needn't be so happy about it. I also leave my mop to Mouse,"
he added quickly. Mouse didn't look so interested in that.
"And my wash bucket,"
added Bear. At last, Mouse seemed to understand the gravity of the situation. "Anything else?" asked Mouse.
"I'm too weak to go on,"
said Bear. "Perhaps I should just add your kettle," said Mouse hopefully.
"Have you no decency?"
bellowed Bear, sitting bolt upright in his bed. "Your strength has returned! Hooray!" Mouse exclaimed.
No, it hasn't,"
said Bear, falling back. That was just the last flicker before dark. "I see." Mouse folded his paws and looked very sad, even his tail. Bear's voice dropped to a whisper.
"Farewell, Mouse."
"Goodbye, Bear," murmured Mouse. Bear closed his eyes. He lay very still. Then he began to snore. After a long while, Bear opened his eyes. He saw Mouse. I feel better, Bear said. Mouse nodded, but he didn't look so good himself. His eyes were watering and he made sniffing sounds.
Perhaps you'd better lie down,
said Bear, getting out of bed. Mouse didn't argue.
Do you want to make a will?
Bear asked. Mouse shook his head. Bear carefully tucked him in.
I'm sorry you're ill, he said. Thank you, Bear.
Mouse sniffled. After a moment, he added,
That was just the thing.
Bear smiled. And Mouse closed his eyes and soon was fast asleep. The end.